as I talked about a few weeks ago on my show, we are facing the biggest problem to ever face a single generation. What might that be, you ask? Addiction. Not just any addiction, but mental addiction. This is because there has never been a time in history where obscene books, movies, shows, and now online videos have been within a couple of taps of a screen. Everyone already knows what these videos consist of. Of course, they showcase what should only be done between married couples. Many people think that they can watch all of this without 1, getting addicted, and 2, without ruining the ability to look at relationships in the future. Think about it for a second. If all of the time you are thinking about the next time you can have sex with the person that you like, you are neglecting the most important factor of a relationship. That's the ability to spend the rest of your life with that very person, and instead thinking about the next time you can have sex with them. That's the worst part of this porn addiction. You can't see clearly. Now, obviously, sex is a big part of any and every relationship, but to neglect everything else people have to offer, and in exchange, you constantly think about sex. When people watch porn, they don't look for a partner through things that they like to do in their free time. They instead look for physical attractiveness, like the size of guys' privates, abs, or girls' breasts. Having an endless supply of these videos with an endless supply of whatever you want to see whenever you are in the mood for it is not how it's supposed to be. It isn't supposed to be like that for many reasons. The main one being that it doesn't equate to anything flourishing for society. The second one is what you are doing while watching this poison, meaning you most likely are sitting in a dark room of your house, arousing yourself with your hands. Something that when you think about it is very disgusting, but society has brainwashed you to look at it as liberating. It isn't. Third, the real world side effects of this stuff are as follows. It stunts natural sexual development, and it sets unrealistic expectations for sex. It may increase pregnancy and STD rates, and it also has an increased rate of child pornography, an increased technology dependence, and an increase of rate of depression. Now let's dig into all of those things. And at the end of this episode, I will be showing you all how to overcome your addiction, but not just how to overcome it, but to nip it in the bud so it never happens again. If you do appreciate this video and all of the things that I talk about, please support me at shop.arujostudios.com. I do have this sweater and I do have this mug. Starting from the top, watching porn stunts natural sexual development. This is because you are training your brain to look at relations as just a number to feel sexually fulfilled. But as you may have guessed, that's not how it's supposed to be flourished. Who made this rule? Everyone who lived before us. That's who. The people who have shown us that their ideas and morals work because they lasted the test of time. Porn also sets unrealistic expectations for sex, meaning people think that the average size for a guy is bigger than it actually is. Also, the same for girls. They think that the average breast size is bigger than it actually is. This isn't just a problem on paper. It leads to divorce because the other spouse thinks that they can have it better somewhere else. What porn is also indirectly responsible for is increase of pregnancy and STD rates. I say indirectly for obvious reasons. Watching porn makes you think about sex, thus making you want to have sex more, which then leads to more babies being born, which the mother does not like, which causes the mom to go get an abortion and kill someone. All of this because you don't want to wait until marriage. All this does is increase the risk of STD because at the same exact time you are having sex with more and more people. And the more you do that, the more of a chance that you actually have to catch something from someone. Porn is also responsible for an increased rate of child pornography. This is allegedly on purpose. According to the Washington Examiner, the number of active videos on the site has between 1 and 15 flags. The number is 706,425. Moreover, there was only one person per day, 5 days a week, responsible for reviewing flagged content. Having this process revealed, the MindGeek CEO said it, quote, seems good and responsible to do. This is what I'm talking about. How is a company making millions of dollars every single year only have the amount of resources to hire one person to review all of the poison on the website? That's crazy, and it proves that Pornhub doesn't actually care about the rules they themselves are breaking. Porn also contributes to increased technology dependence, which is obvious. That brings us to one of the last side effects that are common: increased rate of depression. This is a big one. With more people watching porn than ever before in our history, our depression rate has gone up 5,000 times. In 2000, the depression rate, according to the National Institute of Health, was 4.9%, and in 2023, it was 29%, according to Gallup. This is just crazy. Think about it for a second. Now, causation doesn't necessarily mean that there is a correlation, but we can look at the numbers in the data and say that it's not good, and it is very concerning. In the year 2022, MasterCard, Visa, and Discover all banded together and blocked transactions on the nation's biggest website for porn, Pornhub, formerly owned by MindGeek, the world's biggest company for porn in the United States. This was because they took a look at the background and the protocol for videos that consisted of child porn. According to the Washington Examiner again, MindGeek standards were revealed in another May 27th email chain involving the CEO, and an unnamed chief product officer, likely Curlin L. Marizzi. On What to Tell MasterCard, emails revealed that, quote, the only way videos are being prioritized for manual review was to meet a threshold of over 15 flags to enter the queue. After that threshold was met, it would take about 72 hours to review it, after which, as we said before, it was independently reviewed by one person working a 9 to 5 days a week. But to rebuke this, Pornhub put in a protocol that they were sure to make the situation better. This was a backup threshold that automatically took down a video, according to the Washington Examiner. Quote, after 1.8% of the average views per video were flags, the actual video had 1 million views, 1.8% of them were flags, which means that there was 18,000 flags on one video, then the video would automatically be taken down by MindGeek. MindGeek does not actually care because that is actually a very low percentage compared to the overall views. Now, obviously, MindGeek does not care about saving children from being taken advantage of. They didn't even care enough to hire a second person to review all of the videos that people were reporting. Never mind changing the way that they let videos stay on the platform, especially when all of the videos had ads. According to the same article, quote, Pornhub employed a policy where a child porn victim of rape could flag their abuse video 15 times without triggering any review. And Pornhub only employed one person to work 5 days a week, reviewing flagged videos, and that they had a backlog of over 700,000 videos, like we just talked about. That's ridiculous, knowing the video doesn't get taken down until somebody reviews it first. To be completely fair, if anyone was to say that in the same exact sentence, Facebook, Twitter, and before the Elon Musk era, and Instagram all had their problems. In 2019, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, the NCMEC, reviewed 69.2 million reports. Facebook itself removed 12.2 million child exploitation images in 2020 alone, and Twitter closed 264,000 accounts in 6 months of 2019. By contrast, Pornhub had reportedly 118 instances of child porn in the preceding 3 years. That still doesn't make it okay though. That adds a little context to the situation. Also, Pornhub announced that it will be removing all unverified content, which took 10 million videos off the platform. But not all of this was cupcakes and rainbows. According to the Washington Examiner, MindGeek's CSAM protocols are direct messages and depositions from employers, numerous examples of which Misquell Waits posted on social media. In one exchange, employees directly referenced child pornography and appear to suggest that management did not want rules on content enforced, adding that raises questions in flagging content to, quote, Matt, whom speculates was MindGeek's vice president for operations. The trio complained the rules were, quote, too vague, adding the problem is that management doesn't want the rules to be enforced as written. Now, you see all of the harmful things that porn is doing to the country. According to WebRoot, every second, 28,258 users are watching pornography on the internet. $3,075.64 is being spent on pornography every single second, and 372 people are typing the word adult in the search engine. That's, again, every single second. About 200,000 Americans are classified as, quote, porn addicts, and 40 million people regularly visit porn sites. 35% of internet downloads are related to pornography, and 34% of all internet users have experienced unwanted exposure to pornographic content through ads, pop-up ads, misdirected links, or emails. This is a disgrace and we must take action now. Just like some of our lawmakers have already started doing, we must band together and restrict all of this with more than a push of a button saying, yes, I'm 18. No, we need the same exact protocols we have for buying alcohol, cigarettes, or even any other sex toys from a store. This will fix the very problem we are facing with children watching this crap. Also, for the adults already addicted, go to settings, screen time, go to content and privacy restrictions, and turn on content restricts on web. This is for Apple. And for Androids, open up the Google Play Store. At the top right, tap on the profile icon, tap on settings, family, parental controls, turn on parental controls. To protect parental controls, create a PIN, turn on parental controls, set it for a password, and then type the content you want to filter, and then choose how to filter or restrict access. Now, when it asks you for the password, go to a 4-digit generator and put in what it gives you. Then X out of the page that the generator just gave you, and you just forgot the password. Trust me, it's for the best. All of the links for all of the information I used in this episode are going to be linked down below. If you did like this episode, please like and subscribe down below because I do post new episodes of the show every single month. If you do want to support this channel, please visit shop.orijostudios.com and use Truth for 15% off and free shipping everywhere in the United States. With that being said, this shirt that I wore in this video is available at shop.orijostudios, and this mug as well that was in the background of this whole entire video. Thank you all for watching and I hope they have a great rest of your day.